Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Millie Mills, saying welcome to Bring It in the House. Another edition. We're so thankful to be here. Welcome, I must say again, welcome to Bring It in the House. We're a 30-minute talk entertainment show. We spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. So we welcome you. We're so glad to be here. But guess what? We're excited because we have our guest is awesome. She's a Delaware State broadcast major, CEO, young entrepreneur of Tynisha K Collections, and she's a strong advocate for sickle cell anemia. Let's give a warm welcome to Tanisha Hall. Yes, I think so. Stand by. Tanisha, there she is. Hey, welcome to the
Hi.
show. You look
Thank you so
beautiful.
much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. You're glowing. You
Thank
got that
you.
vibe. Just taking it back with R. Kelly.
How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain.
I know. How's this whole pandemic thing affecting you?
It's been real. It's been really real. I do have pre-existing conditions as far as my health. I do have sickle cell anemia, so with me having my doctor's appointments and my blood exchanges, I have to really be careful. And it's been a lot of me making sure I have sanitizer every 2 seconds, making sure I have double mask, and when I go out, making sure if I don't need to go out, I don't go out. But other than that, I feel like I'm beating it pretty well. It's been okay.
Well, you look good. You know, God is
Thank
good,
you.
isn't He? Yes,
All the time.
all the time. So, Tanisha, about what age were you diagnosed with sickle cell? How old were you?
I have been diagnosed since I was born, like my whole life. I'm 31 years old now. So I've lived with sickle cell since I was born. I was a premature baby, 2 pounds, 12 ounces. So once I went in prematurely, they automatically found out that I had sickle cell. Yeah.
Oh, so you've been battling with it pretty much all your life.
Yeah, my whole life. Growing up, I had a few scares, like where I was in the hospital. As a preemie, I was in there for 9 months, so that was a lot on my family, just being a newborn baby. But growing up, I don't remember a lot of visits. It wasn't until I got in high school where, no, when I got into college, my freshman year of college, when I really got my first major crises and had to deal with it on my own away from home.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Well, I remember meeting you for the first time we met. We used to attend the same church back in Atlanta, Georgia, the Dream
yeah,
Center, Bishop William
yes.
Murphy. Shout out to all of them.
Yes,
But
shout out to
yes,
the dreamers.
the Dreamers. And we worked the cameras, we worked in the media team. And I always thought you were such a
Yeah.
sharp and fascinating young lady. And
Oh,
since
thank
then,
you.
you've taken off with your line, you got your own brand. Tell us a little bit more about Tanisha K Collections.
Okay, it was at first just an original thought in my mind, honestly. I was just like, okay, I have sickle cell. I'm always out and promoting sickle cell. I'm an advocate. I work for the Sickle Cell Consortium and Sickle International. I'm their communications director. So, with me always being in the forefront, I'm like, a lot of people always told me, you're an inspiration. I look up to you. You're so strong. And so I said, how about I do something that gives them something to represent me and something that means beating sickle cell, and you don't have to live in your sickness, and understanding that there's a purpose for everything that you go through. So I decided Tanisha K, that's my first name and my middle initial. The collection, I just decided, let's make it a collection because it won't stop with just merchandise. We have a marketing team now. We have a social media team. So the business is growing, and a lot of people have been purchasing a lot of the merchandise online. I've had, like they just showed, the book bags, the phone cases, um, shower curtains. It's everything that you can name on there. And we're soon to expand and do more different categories as far as like some production work and public speaking and some editing that we're doing on the marketing side. So all of that is soon to come, and I'm not rushing it. I'm one of those people that take everything step by step, and I don't rush. Just let it happen.
Just let it happen. That's
Yeah.
really good, and that's wise too. That's wisdom because when you let it happen naturally, like we were talking about earlier before the show launched, um, when you
Mhm.
let it naturally happen, it just flows. Everything just flows very well, and
Yeah.
you have a chance to listen to the promptings from God for that leadership from Him. So
Yeah.
that is very
Definitely.
wise. You're in tune with this with the Holy Spirit. You know, as a young lady, we're so proud of you,
I
Tanisha.
grew up in church. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really honestly, can I tell you, I'm gonna tell you one secret, and I've never told anybody this. I
Mhm.
went ahead while I was in the hospital. I was in ICU back in January. And while I was there, one of my mentors called and she prayed for me every single day. She prayed with me. She gave me some scriptures, and she was prophesying to me about what I was going through. And while I was in the hospital, I sat there and I filled out my information to make my business not just a brand, but I turned it into a business while I was in the hospital. And when I got out the hospital, I got home and my business license was waiting for me. And that was the turning point for me when I got out. Like, okay, you just fought this huge fight and now you have something to be proud of. And all I kept telling myself is, why wait? Why stop here? Continue to grow, continue to evolve, and go for it. Because a lot of times people, they sit back and they let fear take over everything in them. And those ideas that you have and those promises that you see, you can go get those things. You just have to put the effort in and don't let fear stop you. And I honestly laid in my hospital bed and filled the information out. And by the time I got home, it was there waiting for me.
Wow, look at that. Amazing. And
Yeah,
I know when you got home and you discovered that all of that information, your business license, everything was there waiting for you. I know that just really put that fire underneath you to just make you want to go further, didn't it?
it did. It did.
Yeah,
And it gave me the push that
that push.
after I fought all that time, I was in there for about 22 days. And after I fought all of that time, it was like, okay, this is what you're here for. And I already knew God called me to do something, and I was here for a reason when dealing with sickle cell, but I just didn't know how to reach the people. And so my brand was one of those ways that I was able to reach the people and also let them see that when they represent the brand and they buy something, that the money goes towards the Children's Hospital. It doesn't come to me. It goes towards Children's Hospital of Atlanta for the sickle cell children. And every Christmas Eve, I have something called the Santa Stop. I pack book bags, or we do really big Santa bags and put all the toys and stuffed animals in it. And we, whatever we spend for that year, we take it to the hospital and we give it to the kids.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And I mean, how did it just, so it just took off like that just from getting your business license, everything just started falling into place like that, just like that.
Me going out, yep, me going out and word of mouth. And once people seen it, they were like, "Oh, I like that. I like that." And social media is a plus as well, because I would post something on social media and people would like it and comment and ask questions. And just by word of mouth, it was simple. They were, "Oh, I want to see what you're doing." And that was my way of doing it.
Right. And you didn't have to have a really big, huge budget to get it started, did you?
Girl, I had probably $30 in my account when I started my business.
That's
So
amazing. And people need to hear that because so many people they get held back on their goals and dreams because they're like, well, I need a little more money. I mean, if that's what you want, that's fine. I'm not knocking that.
right,
But I'm
right,
just saying don't let that stop you or be a stumbling block because you don't have the money at hand, you know. And I
exactly.
love how you just took that dream by the horns and you just ran with it.
Yeah, and I know you would, like you said earlier, we went to the same church, and I believe in when Bishop used to tell us that go get what you want. Go out there and get it. It's there for you. Whatever dream you have, whatever you're trying to become, go get that. And so
Yes.
even though I was in the midst of pain, I still realized that I still had a purpose and my life still meant something to somebody. And a lot of times you don't realize who's watching you. And I've had so many people come to me and say, "Girl, you're an inspiration. I love you. You don't understand. I watch. I see what you're doing." And those type of messages and random people just hitting me up, that's what keeps me going. And that's why I continue to build. My ideas keep growing. And as they grow, God keeps blessing me and He keeps sending people in my life that are going to help me get to where I need to go. So, like you said, don't wait on the money to come. Just go for it and pray about it and walk in
Yes.
your purpose.
That is so true. You're so strong. We love it.
Yeah.
I want to say shout out to Michelle Strother. I just saw that she is tuning into the show. Thank you so much for the shout out.
Thank you. Yes.
And yes. And Tanisha, let the audience know where they can find you. How can they get a hold of you on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever your social media accounts are?
Yeah, we're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. My Instagram is Tanisha Collection, and then my Facebook Tanisha K and Tanisha K Collections is,
Okay.
and so you can find me on either one of those. You can DM me, you can message me, and one of the websites that you can go to for the collection is TanishaKcollection.com, and it'll draw you up to all of the merchandise that we have.
That's awesome. You are off to a great
Yeah.
start. You've already did it. And
Thank you.
it's not a
Thank
start
you.
anymore. You're in the middle of the race.
I am. I
Any
am.
yes, you are. So who are some of the people that are on your team? I mean, do you have a big team working with you, appointed members, or are you pretty solo? How does it work?
You would think that I have a whole army behind me, honestly, the way I operate, but it's me. It's me, and I have an assistant, and I have my little sister. She's taken over. She's young. She's motivated. She's energetic. She's really good at social media, and she came to me and wanted to work. So I decided to let her kind of join the team and do social media managing. So she's going with that. Being in high school, I'm trying to push her and give her something to look forward to, and just show her that there's something out there that she can go for. But for the most part, everything that she does comes through me. I give her assignments. Um, and yeah, it's really just me and her rocking it out. But all the ideas and everything that I come up with, I just make it happen.
Wow. Well, you guys are doing a great job. I
Thank
know
you.
that sickle cell is, they have something coming up next month. Tell us about that. I know it's a special
Yes,
month.
yes. September is National Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And so every sickle cell month, we try to do something for every week. So this September, I'm going to be releasing my first documentary that I've done. It's like a I want to say like a documentary slash interview of one of our really, really, really good what do you call it? Pediatricians, yeah, out of Detroit. And
Hmm.
he's one of the top hematologists in our country. So I have an interview that I did with him when I was in Florida, and I was so thankful that he sat down and talked to me. And then the owner of Kids Conquering Sickle Cell, she's also a part of that interview. So I talked about a lot of the issues that were going on in the community, and I'm editing and putting the finished touches on that. So that'll be my huge major project, the first project coming out for Tanisha K marketing team. And I'm excited about it because my ideas have grown. I've developed a whole lot more from back when I was in college, when I was just doing projects. Like now my ideas and everything is on a whole nother level. So I'm excited to release that.
Yes, that's something to be excited for. Your own
Yeah.
documentary. You got to
Yeah.
tell us, I mean, how will we see it? How will we get to see it? Is it going to be on YouTube? I mean,
I'm
did I
gonna
miss
put
it?
it. Yeah, I'm gonna. We do have YouTube channel, but I haven't
Mhm.
put anything up there yet. This might be the first thing that I put up on YouTube. All of the things that I do, I put it up on social media first,
Right.
um, and then the YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow that and introduce that in a certain way. So this might be the first thing that goes on the YouTube channel, but for now, it will be on the Tynisha K Collections Facebook page.
Gotcha. Well, I guess you all can, y'all heard that. You can follow her or like her page on Facebook, Tanisha K
Yes.
Collections on Facebook. Make sure you hit that like button. And do you have a YouTube channel yet? He's
It's
does, I mean,
Tanisha K Collections. It's up
so
there,
they
but I haven't put anything up yet. So I
not yet.
haven't, yeah, I haven't touched that part yet
Okay.
because
So
I want it to be something really nice when I put it up. I can't give out the details, but it's gonna be the first project is gonna be really nice. And this documentary I think is going to take me to another level.
this is great. I'm so excited for you. So everybody
Thank you.
just keep following Tanisha. Look for her to give you the updates and look for information on when it's going to air on YouTube and on Facebook. And then that way, once she gets her YouTube channel up and running the way she wants it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. She needs those subscribers.
Yes, I'm gonna need that.
Yes, indeed. So, let me see. Is there any other information, any shout outs or anything you want to give to the listeners?
Um, just I want to shout out to the sickle cell community. Guys, stay strong. One of my girlfriends is currently going through a bone marrow transplant to be cured from sickle cell. So yesterday she started her transplant and she finished chemo and radiation. So it's a lot when dealing with sickle cell. We have a lot of new drugs out and a lot of new things out. I work with a lot of sponsors and pharmaceutical companies as well. So there's a lot of good things on the horizon for sickle cell. So just support, even if you can't do anything but give blood. Blood is really needed right now. We have a lot of warriors in the hospital that need blood or need transfusions, and they're stuck in the hospital because no one is giving blood. And right now, it's 1% African Americans giving blood. So we need you more than anything. I actually have my blood exchange on Wednesday, and I get about nine to 10 bags of blood. So if you think about how many bags of blood that is, it takes the community to come together and help us survive.
It really does. Hey, thanks for putting that information out there, Tanisha, because I think sometimes on a day-to-day basis we forget about that, how
Yeah,
important it is to give blood and how we are
yeah.
helping save lives when we do that. Do you have like a sickle cell number or information hotline number you can share with us at this time?
Um, right now, when donating blood, we want everyone to go to the American Red Cross because everything can be screened and protected due to the COVID-19. So anytime you go to a blood bank or you're doing anything with blood, we suggest you go to American Red Cross.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's really great how, everybody's being so careful and protective, not just so much of identity, but even like with your blood and
Hmm.
maybe that was why some of this happened to us because maybe we were just a little too careless and this COVID has got everybody uptight and being super clean and super careful. So it's not a good
Yes.
thing, but if we can make it be a good thing. It's all about how we
Right.
see it.
It's all
Yeah.
about how you perceive it and what you think. And your mind is something that is very, very needed and protected. You need to protect your mindset and your peace at all costs. So even through the pandemic, find something that will help you with your mental health because we have a lot of people battling things and mental health is very important. And some people don't talk about it or don't want to talk about it, but it's okay to do so. When you're battling with something, like I said, I lost two family members in less than 30 days apart this year, and my grandfather was everything to me. So mental wise, you have to find that push, and it's okay to talk to people.
Yes, it is. Yes, and it's so important to talk to
Yeah.
people. It's very, very needed. It's therapeutic. I know we attended church together
Yes.
at the Dream Center in Atlanta, but you're not from Atlanta right now. Where are you currently? Are you
Yeah, I'm not from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I left
okay?
Birmingham in seventh grade and I moved to Delaware. So I graduated in Delaware at Christiana High School in Newark, Delaware. Then I got a scholarship to go to college. So I graduated from Delaware State and ended up graduating 2014, and I came home 2016, and I went to Atlanta when I came home first because I didn't want to come right back to Alabama. And so now God has led me back to Birmingham to be a helping hand, and I'm okay with that.
Well, that's good. Well, and I know we talked earlier. You said you were attending a birthday party. Your mentor,
Yeah.
twins' birthday
No,
party.
the yeah, today is my twins brother and sister. They're twins. They're 15 years old. So we're that's why I'm in the car, guys. So excuse me because we're celebrating them. Today is their day. They woke me up early this morning and I did a little surprise for them and everything at home, and then they wanted to celebrate, so that's what we're out doing.
Oh, yay! Happy birthday to
Yeah.
them.
Thank you. I'll let
Doodaloo.
them know. I'll tell
Yes.
them.
Make sure you said let them know the podcast center and Millhouse Entertainment and all the viewers on Facebook. We're all shouting out happy
I
birthday.
will. I will do that.
And it was I got a couple more questions. I can't believe how time flies when we're having fun here.
Right.
It
Right.
just it seems like we just got started with this. We were just going back and forth talking about the Dream Center as well. I wanted to mention real quick. I used to refer to you as Baby Oreo. Is it? It's okay if I share that with the audience.
Oh God. Yeah, you can share that one. It's okay. Cause
I
it's
had to
funny.
tease you because you want to tell a story how you came up with the nickname Baby Oreo.
You you Well, I was in the hospital. Like Millie said, we were on the media team together at Dream Center, and so whenever I would go in the hospital, of course, I would be missing from the team. So people was, "Hey, what's going on?" So when I let everybody know what I was dealing with, um, Millie decided to hit me up, and she came to visit me, and I love her so much. She ended up spending the night and bringing me some Oreos. And so I sat there and I told her, I said, Millie, these Oreos are gonna be gone by the by the end of the night. And so literally ever since then I've been baby Oreo. I love
Yep.
Oreos, so that's my
Yes,
name.
she was. So a couple of times when I visit you, I would bring you Oreos because I know how much you love them. And so one
Hmm.
day I was looking at you. I said, I know what your nickname is going to be now, Baby
Yeah.
Oreo.
It's been that ever since.
Ever since, that's been your nickname. Oh, we had another viewer
Yep.
that just chimed in, Robert Claiborne. Thank you so much. He said that he's saying shout out to everybody. He's just saying he's watching and everything.
Hi. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you so much for joining the show. We thank everybody for tuning in. We couldn't do this without
Yes.
you. We do it every
Yes.
Saturday. Right now, we're talking to Tanisha Hall, Birmingham. We got it on the screen, Baby Oreo now. But she's from Birmingham, Alabama, and she's just
Yeah.
sharing her strength and her struggles. She's telling her story, how she went from you know, just just a regular, young lady just out there going to college. Now she's an entrepreneur. She's doing things. She's a strong advocate for sickle cell, and she's very encouraging. She's very inspiring. Please check out her merchandise,
Thank you.
Tanisha K Collections. Um, so how can they just let them know again how they can get in touch with you, Tanisha?
You can follow me on my Facebook at TanishaK.Hall, or you can go to Tanisha K Collections on Facebook. On Instagram, it's Tanisha K, and on our business Instagram, it's Tanisha K Collection.
Thank you. Did you want to give away anything to the listening audience?
Not today because with sickle cell coming up, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I'm giving away in the month of September. So if you guys come and you like and follow and let me know that you watched the Millhouse Entertainment podcast, I will definitely, the first person that likes and tells me that, I will definitely make sure you get something from us.
Oh, that is sweet. That is
Yeah.
now that's clever. Very clever, Tanisha. Which you always are. You're always clever.
Thank you.
You
Thank you
are
so
very
much.
welcome. Just want to thank everybody again for watching. This show is sponsored by Classic Touch Auto Sports out of St. Louis, Missouri. My nephew, Eugene Gilliam. Shout out to everybody out there in the big Lou. That's how they refer to it.
Yes.
Shout out
R.I.P. to
to,
George Floyd. That's
what
out
was that?
there. I said, rest in peace to George Floyd. He was
For
from that
sure.
area.
For sure. Oh my gosh. That's still a very sore spot across America. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, we're just praying for healing um, and for the land, for this world,
Yeah.
just us, racial tension, pandemic, all the things that we struggle with on a day-to-day basis. We're
Yeah.
just sending out prayers to everyone who lost family members during this pandemic. We're just praying for your strength and comfort. um, 2020 has been a different type of year. I've heard all kind of comments. People say, throw it back, send it back where it came from. Let's start all over again. But
I understand it.
yes, we just have to stay strong. So what's up next for you, Tanisha? Any plans
Um, I'm
we
getting
can?
ready to, I'm trying to decide whether I want to, I have a publishing company right now that is interested in publishing my book. I have wrote my first book, so I'm trying to decide if I want to self-publish or if I want a publishing company to publish for me. So once I get my first book out, then I'll be on to doing a second one, and I am working with a certain entertainment company. I can't say the name yet, but they're trying to pick up my book to do a movie about my life, and it won't just be me, but it'll display everything from beginning to end. And I'm trying to do it in 3 series, so there will be 3 parts. There'll be one book, then a second one, and then a third one. So that's what I'm working on. That's the next thing coming.
Wow, you're so busy. I mean, he's such a busy and smart, intelligent young lady. Do you have
Thank you.
a special, significant other in your life? I mean, do you have time for a love life?
No, I don't. I am single, and I would like to date eventually, but right now I'm really focused on my work and just trying to take my business to where it needs to go and grow and network. So with this, it takes a lot of patience. With my sickle cell, it takes a lot of patience. So whenever that time comes, it comes. I am welcoming it when it comes, but right now I'm focused.
Yes, I
Yeah.
understand. It takes a lot of focus to pull that train and get to that destination that it's supposed to arrive at an appointed time. I get
Yes.
it. I
Yes.
so get it. We're just about
Yep.
out of time. It went so fast, Tanisha. We're
It
wrapping things
did.
up.
Yes.
Can
Well, I
you
want to say
believe it?
thank you so much, Millie, for having me come on. You've always been an inspiration and light to my life. Since meeting you the first day, you've had this smile, and we met on the front row of Dream Center pew at the church by the altar. So that's always been something that I can never forget you for. So thank you so much for having me on here today.
Well, you are so welcome. You touched my heart from day one as well. I remember we went to the movie theater. What was that?
Yeah.
Mercy? No, what was the name of it?
No, it
Um,
was it Faith? What was it? It was a good movie that had just came out, and it was a
yeah, it
Christian
was
movie.
the country singer Mercy Me. How they got
I
started.
believe that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe that was it.
how how the whole recording career started. It was really a good.
Really good.
I can't think of the single that put them on the map. Imagine, what is it? I can only imagine.
I can only imagine. Yeah,
That's
I can
it.
only imagine. Yep.
hmm That was the movie, and we've just been from there. We've had a lifetime friendship, and I thank
Yeah.
you so much for agreeing to
Nope.
be on the show. We love you. We will continue to be praying with you and everyone.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, everybody, for tuning in to this week's edition of Bring It In the House. Next week, we'll be talking to a photographer out of Memphis, Tennessee, Kerry Mayton. His company is Dreadnought Photo Works. We'll talk to him and so much more. Stay tuned to Bring It in the House. We love
Bye.